Alright, it looks good. Hi guys, Ribiata, that is in Russian. Welcome guys to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and also hit the notification bell. You're going to have the Russian life through mine, or the Russian experience through mine, I guess. Yeah. So the weather is not bad today. It's manageable. Just let me show you. So today I will talk about how I met my husband, and it's based on what guys have been asking me ever since I uploaded my first video. And so I decided, why not? Let me tell you first how I met my husband and what happened after until now, and also maybe in the after videos I will now tell you more of my Russian experience. So I met my husband over the internet in a dating site called dating.co.ke, I think so. Yeah, actually it's the one. Yeah. And we met. It was just like a casual, like meeting over the internet. So at first he was looking for someone to date, but I was not, because it happened that I joined this site just like a few months after breaking up, having a serious breakup with the guy I was dating in university. And so I was just looking for someone to like share my experiences, not really talk about like relationships, but just to just talk to someone outside my comfort zone, outside what I'm used to, outside my social circle. And so I joined the dating site, and in my mind I was like, I'm just looking for a friend, but if something serious comes up I wouldn't mind. So I was just open-minded, let me just say open-minded. Yeah. And so we met there. Of course, before him I met other people, and people there are weird. People on dating sites are really, really weird. So, well, I thank God I met him after a couple of weird experiences with people there. And we chatted, yeah, for quite some time. I think it was back in 2011. We chatted from that time until 2016, when we decided to make it serious. Yeah. So we were chatting about weather, about just exchanging our views, how the political system is in Kenya, the education system is in Kenya, medical. We were just talking about everything. Like, it wasn't specifically about just relationships. So we were just he was just trying to understand like my background and the country where I come from, that is Kenya. And I was also trying to understand Russia. So before I met him, I had like little to almost no information about Russia. And surprisingly, this country is big, but there is very little information about Russia out there. Even if you search on the internet, it's not like when you search about like something on US or Canada or UK, you will get it faster compared to whatever you're looking for about in Russia. So I think that's why I like really didn't know a lot about Russia. So my information about Russia depended on the movies that I watched, which is sad, and what I knew from there. So he told me a little bit about Russia, And I told him, okay, fine, that's good, it's good, it's really good. So it happened on in 2016 on 8th of March. Because here celebrating International Women's Day is quite a serious thing, like it's a big deal. It's like the way people celebrate Valentine's Day. Here they instead celebrate International Women's Day, and it's like the Valentines of Russia, more like it. Although it's women that are appreciated on that day. So we chatted on that day. He told me, "Oh, I am out with my friends, and they all have their wives and girlfriends, and I'm here alone." And I really feel sad. Like I wish I had somebody, to show off, to someone to like be proud to show as my wife or girlfriend. And I told him, wow, that's sad. But anyway, I hope you find somebody. I'm sure there are so many beautiful women in Russia. I don't understand why you can't find the right person. And he said, yeah, they are beautiful women in Russia, but I still don't have someone serious. And I told him, okay, so since I am single and you are single, why don't you try to find someone to date? And if you don't find anyone to date, then maybe you can come to Kenya and marry me. And then he said, okay, fine. If I don't find someone, I'll come for you. And I said, okay, fine. You have a good day and a good evening. And he wished me like a happy International Women's Day. And that was it. And then of course we chatted the next day and continuously. So around mid-year 2016, he tells me, I want to come visit you. And I say, okay, fine, no problem. I will gladly meet you up at the airport if you want to come visit Kenya. He's like, I want to learn more about Kenya. I want to see it with my own eyes. I want to have that experience. And I was like, fine, it's okay by me. I don't mind. I can always create time for you. And before this, because in my previous like relationship, I had really a rough time. And so anytime I would have like serious bad moments, the things I could not share with my friends, I would find myself sharing with him. Like when I lost my first baby, I shared with him. And it happened that coincidentally he also had like a situation. And so we were kind of trying to uplift each other. And in my head, I would tell him so much, thinking that this is somebody who is far. He will not judge me. So, and even if he did, I don't care because he is far, miles away. So I used to find myself telling him so much that maybe I shouldn't have, or maybe it was okay, I don't know. But I told him so much. So he knew me more than actually some of my friends did. And yeah, so when he said he was actually serious that June, when he was actually serious about coming to Kenya, and I told him, yeah, you can come, I can definitely create time for you, you've been a good friend. Then he started hitting me like, oh my God, I am going to meet this guy in person. Wow, that is really interesting. So the things I've been telling him, I don't know, maybe he will look at me differently, like not the friend I was anymore. It will be weird. I just started overthinking everything. And then, I thought, why not? I mean, even if he will judge me. I am me. That I was just being me, being honest, being human. So I told myself, well and good, let's wait and see. And so in December, he came. Around mid-December, he came, and I was supposed to meet him at the airport, but it happened that the African in me got so late and the anxious him could not wait for me at the airport. So this guy took a taxi from the airport. Remember, it's the first time he's coming to Kenya. He took a taxi from the airport to Garden City Mall because it was nearer to where I live. And he comes there and then calls me like, you don't need to take a taxi to the airport. I'm already at Garden City. And I was shocked. I'm like, I was actually in taxi heading there. So I had to cancel the taxi and then go meet him at Garden City. And while I'm walking towards Garden City, I'm thinking in my head, okay, so do I hug him, like, or do I give him a handshake? Like, what am I supposed to do? It was so awkward. So I had to look for him in Garden City, and thankfully he was using the Wi-Fi, so we were chatting over WhatsApp, and he told me, I am in this place next to this shop, so find me there. And I met him in front of Mr. Price at Garden City. So when I met him, I was like, do I hug him or not? And I was like, it just happened. I hugged him, and then I didn't, for like 2-3 seconds we had like a quiet moment, like just looking at each other like, okay, so this is real, this is happening, like you're here, so what next? Like for a moment everything in my mind just disappeared. I didn't know what to say or what to do. And he broke the silence and he's like, so let's go find somewhere to sit down and eat. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. So we went to I think it was teriyaki. Is it teriyaki? No, there's some, no, it was on the first floor. We went on the first floor and we had like lunch, late lunch, in one of the restaurants there. I can't remember which one exactly. Yeah, so we had our lunch there, and so we talked, and then we decided, oh okay, after a long talk we decided to visit different places days after. So we went to Nairobi Safari Walk, of course KICC. I didn't really know many places I could take him because we had a short time, and also I was working with my leave days, which were very few, so we had like few places to visit. And yeah, to Rivers Mall, we went to different like restaurants, we tried out different foods, and it was quite interesting for him, and it was interesting for me too. So we talked a lot. It was a good experience. We went out to the club in the evenings, and we decided why not make it possible for me to travel to Russia to meet his friends and family. And so yeah, we made arrangements and I came to Russia in 2017 at the beginning of spring, and I had my Russian experience, which I will talk about in a different video. And then in the same 2017, after he proposed in March, we made preparations for our traditional wedding in September. And then and then shortly after, in December the same year, on 1st of December, we had our wedding, and it was at Queen of Apostles on Thika Road, opposite Safari Park. Reception we did at, oh my god, I've forgotten the name of that hotel, Pride Inn, and that is in Westlands. Yeah, so it was quite a simple wedding, very nice. It was attended by around 150 people, but it was simple because I really wanted something very subtle. I did not want something over the top. I wanted to work with what I could afford, because I didn't want him to feel like he has this burden of a wedding. I also didn't want to feel frustrated about it. Like, I wanted to start my marriage on a good note. So yeah, we did that. And even with the traditional wedding, we did a very simple thing, which was just a family affair. And of course we did all the traditions, like, you know, dowry, like sitting down and talking to my parents. We did everything that was supposed to be done, and it was very simple. So for me, meeting someone over the internet, it's not really a problem. Meeting a good person is the problem. It's not easy to meet a good person, and also to meet someone who really wants the same thing you want. So when you do, like, take that opportunity and run with it. And yeah, so here we are today, married and a mother to a 5-month-old baby boy, and he's gone out with the grandma for a walk, so at least I have time to make this video, because if he was here, trust me, this video wouldn't be happening. Yeah, so I will be sharing my experiences and about food and about culture in my next video, but for now, guys, kindly subscribe, and thank you so much for your time. Please, when you get the opportunity, or if you have any questions, please go to the comment section and write your questions there. I will gladly answer. If you want me to talk about something in my coming videos, please also comment there, then I will get time to do videos for you, because I am here to give you the Russian experience through my eyes, and I hope you will have a good time with me. Anyway, so bye guys, let me prepare myself before baby comes back. Bye.